This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
We begin tonight with a breaking story in the Metro East where one woman is dead and another person hurt in a fire at a senior housing center. It started about 3 hours ago at Touche Elderly Apartments in Cahokia Heights. The apartments are next to Touche Regional Hospital and across the street from the police station. Cahokia Heights police say ER staff from the hospital went to the fire scene and set up a triage area. They are also helping shelter people forced out by the fire. We have a crew on the scene. We'll bring you much more tonight on 5 on your side at 10.
Right now, St. Louis police need your help to find the person who broke into 8 businesses in South City overnight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Police believe one person committed all of the crimes, and business owners report thousands of dollars in stolen items. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live at police headquarters downtown. Diamond.
Well, good evening, Mike and Ann. So far, police say they're still canvassing the area of South Broadway and Gravois to find additional surveillance video from 3 of the 8 businesses affected in these break-ins earlier last night. And they say they have no suspect in custody as of tonight.
Came into the doors all busted up and I knew what happened.
Gabe Nelson works at Broadway Mart. He says a thief took thousands of dollars worth of brand new iPhones and Android phones.
A break-in at 3 a.m. is none of my worries, but I just feel bad for the owner.
Broadway Mart was just one of 8 businesses targeted early Wednesday morning. Police say someone stole a 2024 Chevy Trax in Forest Park and then used the SUV to smash into several businesses in South City. The list includes Village 2, Circle K, Family Dollar, Royals Liquor, Hollywood Beauty, O'Reilly Auto Parts, South Public Market, and Broadway Mart.
We're still open and selling stuff, just no phones.
During a Wednesday crime briefing, police said they think all 8 of the break-ins are linked to each other, but they're still looking to locate surveillance video from Broadway Mart, O'Reilly's, and South Public Market to confirm it was the same person. Tuesday, a South City dispensary just miles away was also broken into.
As to whether or not any other incidents may be related, that's probably going to take a little bit more time to figure out, but certainly something that investigators will be looking into.
Among the 8 incidents, managers at O'Reilly's Auto Parts told me tools were taken, and Royals Liquor says hundreds of dollars of liquor and cigars were stolen. Nelson says he wishes better for St. Louis.
There's not enough cops for the amount of crime, and they try their best. I love STLPD, they do a lot, but you know, there's only so much they can do whenever it comes to this type of stuff too. They got like 24 hours to solve it and they got something else to deal with.
And police tell me tonight that this investigation is ongoing, but they're urging anyone with information to call the South Patrol Division for St. Louis Metro Police Department at 314-444-0100. Reporting live here at police headquarters, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Tonight, Missouri Speaker of the House is facing calls to resign for double dipping on travel reimbursements for you, the taxpayer's expense. Financial statements we've obtained show Republican Dean Plocher has started paying the state back for these charges. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, has more on how this scandal could impact his bid to become the next lieutenant governor. Mark.
And Dean Plocher's Republican rivals see blood in the water. Before all this, he might have been considered a favorite to win lieutenant governor's race. One told me today now his electability is 0. Plocher has been running statewide to become the next lieutenant governor, but he could face fresh scrutiny for claiming reimbursements from the state on charges that his campaign had already paid for. Missouri law does allow state legislators to use campaign funds to cover travel expenses, or you can seek state reimbursement for official business, but you can't double dip. Plocher acknowledged the discrepancy in his records online, referring to them as an administrative error, but several prominent Republicans, including 3 running for statewide office, have called for an investigation, an explanation, or resignation. Today, at an event in St. Charles County, I asked Governor Mike Parson what he thought. Has he lost the public trust? Should he resign?
Well, I don't know all the details other than what I'm reading from you guys, but he needs to pay it back. I mean, if he owes the money, he needs to pay it back, and he needs to get it straight. He needs to tell her what happened. And that's the only thing you can do is just tell the truth and do what's right after that. So I don't know where that ends or where it goes, but right now what I do know is it sounds like he's paying it back, what I do know. And he needs to figure out if he's going to have the trust of the people. I don't know yet. I think it's too early to be able to tell that.
He's paid back nearly $4,000 so far. A House Ethics Committee is scheduled to convene this Friday. The members are keeping that agenda close to the vest, but they could launch an official investigation into Plocher's conduct.
Dozens of students at Washington University walked out of class today in support of Palestine in the Israel-Hamas war.
Free, free Palestine!
They are condemning Israel's attack on Gaza. This was part of a nationwide student protest. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees has warned that it is on the verge of running out of fuel in the Gaza Strip, forcing it to sharply cut back relief operations there. Happening right now, a St. Charles restaurant is going kosher, following strict Jewish dietary rules for a night to support Israel.
Novellis on Main Street in St. Charles is matching proceeds from dinner tonight up to $50,000. The money will be used to provide meals to displaced Israelis. And 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski is live there now. Laura.
Mike and Ann, it's been a really unique experience, and it's been so cool to watch them all come together here at Novellis. They felt really compelled to support Israelis who are struggling right now by doing what they do best. They're serving a dinner here. This is the first of 2, and the Novellis staff had to shut down the restaurant for 2 days to prepare for this kosher dinner, to get the kitchen ready and order kosher foods to be prepared specifically for this. The dinner tickets sold out in just 2 hours after going on sale, and again, all the money raised tonight, up to $50,000, will be matched by the Affolter Foundation, the family that co-owns this restaurant here on St. Charles Main Street. One of the owners tells me they felt very compelled to help the Jewish community here and abroad in the best way they know how, serving dinner and being together.
It gives me goosebumps to realize how many people are out there that don't know how to help but really want to help. It's a community effort.
They have one more sold out dinner at 7:30, and we will have much more from this very special evening and everything it took to prepare it. Reporting live in St. Charles, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Well, it's been about 6 weeks since United Auto Workers at the GM plant in Wentzville and across the country went on strike. And tonight we're learning there could be some movement toward a potential deal. Our Justina Cornell joins us in studio with what she's learned. Justina?
Yeah, Mike, so we've learned the UAW may be getting closer to a tentative contract agreement with Ford, and that could be used as a model for familiar contract settlements with GM and Stellantis. Now, as they wait, union members at the GM plant in Wentzville continue to stay focused on what they believe is fair.
They're hard at work. UAW Local 2250 members chop up wood, each piece specifically cut to keep those on the picket line warm. The grill is also hot. Every meal made to motivate members.
So each day we grill and send out, we call them strike dogs. Just helps boost morale, especially on a cold day. It gives people something to eat, something warm to eat.
That's because the UAW is in for the long haul, nearing week 6 of their strike.
We're all willing to wait to get what's right.
From the beginning, union members at the GM Wentzville plant have pivoted from the assembly line to the picket line.
And I know everybody's wanting to get back to work, but we are waiting for a good contract.
Board trustee Scott Whitman says they're weathering the storm.
We've had hail, we've had rain, but our members keep showing up every day and representing us on the picket line in this fight.
Whitman believes members gradually joining is encouraging, including the 11,000 new striking members in Texas and Michigan.
It's been a huge boost to the morale of our members to have other brothers and sisters join us in this historic strike.
A strike that's starting to create a strain. UMSL's professor of supply chain analytics, Mitch Milstein, predicted this 6-week mark timeline.
The supply chain has a certain number of weeks of inventory in it. It's about 6 weeks, so my number was, if you look at the total supply chain, there's about 6 weeks of inventory. Now that inventory is really starting to dwindle.
Whitman can't predict what's next, yet he said he's looking out for his future.
I have young kids. The holidays are coming up. My kids understand we're not doing anything extra right now. Hopefully one of these days soon we'll celebrate and be able to go out and have a night out.
General Motors released a statement yesterday saying they are disappointed by the escalation in what they call a, quote, unnecessary and irresponsible strike. GM says just last week they offered the UAW a substantial and historic deal.
Coming up, St. Louis County gets more COVID boosters, what you need to bring with you to get a shot.
And later, a pot dispensary being built in Soulard. Why some are having a problem with the location.
Here are the first forecasts featuring quite a few changes over the next few days. While the warm weather continues through Friday, that's it. And the first freeze of the season, it's coming next week.